Good morning everyone. Today we are going to learn about nouns. Previously we have learned about nouns and their different categories of nouns. So in this class we have already learned about proper noun, common noun and collective noun. Today we are going to learn about uncountable nouns and countable nouns. Now here, countable nouns. What are countable nouns? Countable nouns are nothing but, in the word itself it is there, that we can count. We can count using numbers. For example, a chair, a bag, a fan, 3 bags, 3 apples, 3 mangoes. In the same way we can count those nouns, words. Okay? Countable nouns are nothing but which we can count. We can count using numbers. It can be singular or plural forms. It can be singular or plural forms. Here we have to know one thing. What are singular forms and plural forms? See, I am going to say, listen carefully. Singular forms and plural forms. In singular forms, we use a and the. And in plural forms, after a word, we use yes, yes, etc. Like, for example, I have a mango. Okay, I have a mango. Only one mango is there. So what I will say, it's a singular form because I have only one thing. So it is a singular form. If I have 2 mangoes, I am adding es to the end. And if I have 2 bags, I will put es here. Okay. If more than one, it comes under plural form. If it is only one, it comes under singular form. Okay. For example, an apple. And here you will write apples. Apples. Here I have a mango. I have a mango. Here I will write mangoes. If I have more mangoes, I will write in a plural form, that is mangoes. Es I will add at the end. So here, book. I have a book. Here I have books. I have many books. I have 2 to 3 books. So I will write books. And if it is match, here we will write matches. Okay, understood everyone? Understood? See, here we will go with the examples. Countable nouns are nothing but we can count them using numbers. It can be a singular form or plural form. Here we'll go with some examples. Ramesh has 8 pens. So here, pens. Can you count 8 pens? Yes, we can count 8 pens. 1 pen, 2 pen, 3 pen, 4 pen, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can count the pens. So this 8 pens comes under countable because we can count that. Whether it's a person or a thing, or I already told you about the noun. It's whether it's a person, animal or a thing, etc. comes under noun. So Ramesh has 8 pens and she has 2 dogs. How many dogs she has? She has 2 dogs. So that is a countable noun. How many friends do you have? How many friends do you have? So here, friends. Friends is a countable noun. We can count. We don't have only one friend. We have many friends, right? We can count all our friends. So, how many friends do you have? Here, friend is a countable noun. So, let's go into uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns. What is uncountable noun? Uncountable nouns are nothing but we cannot count them using numbers, using our numbers. Okay? Cannot count using numbers. We cannot count them using numbers. And we can use some or any in this forms. Means we can use some. For example, for countable noun, can you count water? No, we can't count water. Can you count sugar? No, we can't. And can you count salt, rice? We cannot count some. Those comes under uncountable nouns. We cannot count them with it's a one rice piece, two. We cannot count like that. So it comes under uncountable nouns. Water. We cannot count water. So here we use some or any. We'll use some or any with this term. So, can I drink some water? Do you have any rice with you? Like that we'll ask. Okay? We'll use some or any in this term, in this noun. They usually don't have any plural forms. We say water, rice. We'll not say rices, waters. We won't say like that. So, we will use, they don't have any plural forms. They don't have any plural forms. Okay? Understood everyone? Examples. We'll write here some examples. Examples like tea. Can you count tea? No, we cannot count. Water, rice, sugar. So these are uncountable nouns because we cannot count with a number. And countable nouns are we can count them. It's like 3 pence, 4 pence, 5 pence like that. So example, we'll do some exercises here. The news is very important. So here, what is the uncountable noun? Uncountable noun is news. Means can you count news? Though it is very important, we cannot count them. Yes? So news is uncountable noun. I love listening music. I love listening music. Okay? Can you count music? No, we can't count. So music is uncountable noun. And have you got any rice? Any rice? Rice. Here again rice. I have told you that rice we cannot count rice grains. Yes? So rice is uncountable noun. Hope you all understood this about countable and uncountable nouns. Now, countable nouns are nothing but we can count using numbers. They can be of singular form or else plural forms. Whereas coming to uncountable nouns are we cannot count them using numbers. And they don't have any plural forms. Example, water, salt, sugar, rice, etc. Hope you all understood this. Now let's move on to another category of noun. That is concrete noun. concrete noun. Now, these nouns can be identified using our sense organs. What are our 5 sense organs? Eyes, nose, tongue, skin and ears are the 5 sense organs. So, these concrete nouns can be identified using our 5 senses. Identify using our 5 senses. Yes, like touch, hear, see, taste and smell. Okay, so these can be a proper noun, common noun, collective noun, collective noun, countable nouns, uncountable nouns. Okay, these can be proper nouns, common nouns, collective nouns, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Example, we'll go with the examples. See here, I have told you identified these nouns can be identified using our 5 senses. Okay, Sam has nice mobile. Sam has nice mobile. So here, what are the concrete nouns here? Sam is a person. We can see the person and we know the person. And mobile. How do you know that it's a mobile? Because we saw with our eyes. Using our sense organs, we saw it's a mobile. So mobile is a concrete noun. So Ajay's voice. Ajay's voice is excellent. So whose voice is excellent? Ajay. So excellent. So Ajay, name of a person, and excellent means, how do you know that? We saw his intelligence. Yes. So that voice is brilliant. We heard the voice. It is very nice. So excellent. By using the sense organs, we saw this. We heard the sound. So it is excellent. Now, I hope you understood this. Now we are going to the next noun, next category of noun, that is abstract noun. So abstract noun is nothing but we cannot identify them by using our 5 senses. Okay? These nouns cannot be identified using our 5 senses. Five senses. Okay? For example, idea. We don't know, we cannot read others' mind, right? We cannot see them with our senses. It's idea. And quality. So quality, we cannot see with our 5 senses because quality is something that which is inside. We cannot know that. So state of mind. We can only know our state of mind, only ours, but not others. Okay? So we cannot, these abstract nouns cannot be identified using our 5 senses. We cannot identify qualities and state of mind and ideas of other people. So, for example, Rohit is very intelligent. Here, intelligent boy. So, here can anyone tell me what is the abstract noun here? Yes, it is intelligent. Intelligence. And next one, our friendship will last forever. Our friendship abstract noun here? Friendship. So it is other state of mind. We cannot identify that. Okay? And it is my pleasure to welcome you all. Okay, it is my pleasure to welcome you all. Pleasure means inner happiness. So, pleasure. Pleasure is the abstract noun. So, abstract noun is nothing but we cannot identify them with using our five senses. So, hope you all understood about this senses. Okay. So, hope you all understood about this nouns. So, keep practicing. Thank you.